this location, the afterlife. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Okay, well, maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
It's not a good place. When they used to film out here on the lot, they filmed over on the right-hand side inside of sound stages 43 and 44. And for that show, it lasted for 4 seasons. So a lot of people just assumed, oh, it must have gotten canceled, right? No, they actually wrote that show out in its completion for 4 seasons. So they were able to call their own ending for their show, which is actually really unique out here in Hollywood.
Como ellos.
Now, currently we are driving through our Sitcom Alley location, which basically means we've had a lot of sitcoms filmed out here over the years. Over on the left-hand side, yep, some of you have already seen it. We've got our celebrity sighting. That's right, we got Ted hanging out here on the lot today with that little martini glass in hand, of course. And Ted is probably celebrating the fact that a few weeks ago they did announce Ted will be starring in his own TV series. So we all have that to look forward to. And that little martini glass he was holding is actually a nice reference to a filming term, martini shot. So when you're on set, you hear something called martini shot, you're going, yes. That means it is the last shot of the day, and then you get to go home and make yourself a martini, if you're of age. So he's just hanging outside of our production bungalow area off to the left. This is where we have the planning process take place before the actual production occurs. In fact, off to the left here, we've got 7 Bucks Productions. That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's production company here on the lot. We also have Brownstone Productions out here. That's Elizabeth Banks' production company. You may recognize her name from the Pitch Perfect franchise. And we've got a big MP over on the left that stands for Mark Platt. He is one of the executive producers on Dear Evan Hansen, and then his son Ben is actually starring in that production. And we've got Bungalow 5195. That one used to belong to Mr. Alfred Hitchcock. He was the master of horror and suspense out here on the lot. Today, though, the area does belong to the De Laurentiis Company. Those are the folks who brought us all the show, Hannibal. If you continue to take a look over on the left here, you're seeing a few of our newer sound stages. We've got 22 and 23, so these are being used for shows like World of Dance, America's Got Talent, Will and Grace when they did the reboot for that show. And then very recently, Kenan has been out here filming, so that's the new show that stars Kenan Thompson. And lots of good news for that show. It got renewed for a 2nd season. Kenan just got nominated for an Emmy for his role as Kenan on Kenan, and then he also got nominated for his role on SNL. So lots of good news for that guy. In fact, the very first production, though, to grace both of those sound stages, that would be Hairspray Live. So for Hairspray Live, anytime it looked like they were filming inside of a building, they were filming inside those sound stages. Anytime it looked like they were filming outside in a big city location, they're filming directly in front of us off to the left in our metro sets. Now today, there is actually a production out there, and all I can tell you is, it's a production. It's a big NDA. It's a non-disclosure agreement, basically meaning they don't want any spoilers, but keep your cameras out in case you happen to see something or someone you may recognize. But there is a production out there today. They're actually filming a little further into our New York street. We're going to get the chance to see the tail end of our New York street here in just a few. And on our New York street, we've had productions like NCIS, Criminal Minds, the amazing Spider-Man film out there. For my fans of American Ninja Warrior for the last couple of seasons, they've set up a huge obstacle course all along our New York street. And then those amazing athletes, you know, they're out here competing against each other trying to complete that said course. Our New York street, we do call it New York, but it doesn't have to be New York. In fact, if you guys saw the movie Transformers, they transformed that area into downtown LA. Fun story with that. Good old Michael Bay, director of Transformers. We all know he likes things that go boom in his movies, right? Lots of explosions. So originally, he went to the mayor of downtown LA and he said, hey, I want to blow up some buildings. And the mayor said no. So then he came out here to the Universal backlot where he set up facades or fake walls in front of our facades. One take shoot. They had the stunt double for Shia LaBeouf. He's holding that All-Spark under his arms. He's running past the buildings. The buildings are exploding right next to him. That happened on our New York street. That same location has also been transformed into Chicago for the Blues Brothers.
And you saw it land and make this big hole in the street. That was on the back lot. They dropped it from a crane. You dig like that in Chicago. That's what I did.
When people ask me all of the movies I've ever done, what's the most satisfying, the most fun, I've got to say Blues Brothers. We got to sing, we got to dance, got to drive, and train with the best stunt people in the world, and got to be an actor and a writer. So it was a good piece of work.
Danny called John America's Guest because just he walk into anybody's house.
During the shooting of the movie, John was missing. We couldn't find him.
Danny went off looking for him and saw a light on in this one house and knocked on the door.
I said, sir, we're doing a movie down here. We're looking for one of our actors. Oh, John, yeah, he's on my couch. He came in, he had a snack a couple hours ago. He's sleeping. He was America's Guest. I mean, literally that happened.
All right. So again, over on the left here, we're just seeing that tail end portion of our New York street there today. Right now, it looks like we're going to go ahead and leave that concrete jungle behind, and instead we're about to take you all to the literal jungle as we head on over to Skull Island with director Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I like films that just take you away from your ordinary life and sweep you up on the edge. College does it. I mean, you're on the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. And it's great to have you along. We have created this 3D immersive experience, so we're going to have to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong, and he's so much more than a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature with Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. His eyes are like a window into his personality. He's had an enormous number of encounters with his foes, the T-Rex and some of those types.
Alright guys, so as we head on in, just make sure you remain seated for your own safety. Hang on to your loose belongings. Hang on to your loved ones. And welcome back to Skull. As we head on in, for those of you who are planning on taking pictures or videos today, totally fine. Make sure you hold on tight to those cameras. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride, and we do ask that you keep that flash option turned.
Okay, glasses on everybody. We're back in Skull Island.
360 3D, one of the most intense 3D experiences on the planet. And Peter Jackson, you know, he directed King Kong, but he had a lot of help with all those special effects back there. From the folks over at What Digital. And What Digital, they've won numerous Academy Awards for their work on films like Avatar, Lord of the Rings, and King Kong. And it is quite a tour. You guys go ahead and hang on to those 3D glasses. You'll definitely need them a little later on here in the tour. Take a quick look up at your screens right now. You can see that room that you were just in. Those screens are over 40 feet tall and 180 feet wide. In fact, the original King Kong, he was a miniature, so about 18 inches tall. But then for Peter Jackson's version of King Kong, he used over 800 miniatures.
Our Project Record Studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where the people are. They're looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts. Because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
That's right, it was quite a ride, and in just a few we're going to be showing you all a different sort of ride. We'll be showing you some of our picture cars. So picture car, that's going to be any vehicle that's seen by the camera, whether it's in a movie, TV show, commercial, or music video. Starting us off here today, over on the left, we've got that pink car on the updated version of Knight Rider, as well as our Magnum PI Ferrari, which does have an actual fiberglass Ferrari shell, but on the inside, it's got a VW engine. A few of our vehicles from our Back to the Future Part 1 and Part 2 flick, a few of our vehicles that are back from the past, our Flintstones cars. And don't worry, for my Fast and Furious fans, we've just moved to those vehicles a little further in our back lot. We are going to get a chance to see those cars a little later on during the tour. For my Jurassic fans, that gyrosphere is out here, but the glass is missing. That's because it's all CGI. Basically, we want to make sure our actors can breathe, and if we had glass on that circular structure, at some point we get the reflection of the camera. For Transformers, that last picture car you're seeing on display there today that looks like a tank, everything on the outside is actually made out of a lightweight wood material. A lot easier to move around on set, a lot easier to blow up, if need be. But guys, looks like right now,